I knew it
Not
because I
just a
remember he
dress
liked Norman.
accurate.
Like,
Right.
not just a regular dress. He's a big bitch.
The storyline was better. All of
I
it was
don't.
better.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean,
Pay
I don't know that it was.
it had a good it had a good storyline. It's enjoyable, and it definitely had a beginning, a middle, and an end. But it
Yeah,
was similar to like if you didn't like
it's not
Big Mama's
that
House
far off from Big
one,
Mama's
how,
house, right?
yeah, I was gonna say like how can you enjoy Mrs. Doubtfire and not have enjoyed or at least give an okay a C plus for Big Mama's
Who said
House?
I
Agreed.
enjoyed Miss Doubtfire? I just
You
said the
just did.
script. I
You
said the
said it was
script was
better.
good. The script, the storyline was
So that
good.
means
I didn't say
you
I enjoyed
liked
the
it.
movie. I never said I enjoyed the movie,
Okay.
but the writing was good.
Yeah,
It's called budgets.
Vince, throw them jazz, Vince, throw them
It's
jazz,
it's
Vince.
called budgets, and it's called a damn
Ooh,
good writing team, and then
ooh.
again catering to the audience. Mrs. Doubtfire was white
Ta-da!
people drama. It was a long drawn
Mm.
out custody battle. The children had emotions and opinions and cussing the parents out. I don't want to kill
The
her. It
storyline.
made it relatable to them.
See the storyline?
Wow,
You see
that's a good way to wrap your point back around. That's
the
a good
storyline.
way to wrap
These
the
are
point
terrible.
back around.
These other movies, these movies that the black guys is in being in dresses, the storyline is
They
terrible.
make it ghetto for their ghetto audience.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. I'm like, pay attention to the
Ah,
storyline. Pay attention to the
okay,
writing when
okay,
they put them dudes in a dress. Now pay attention
okay.
to when we in a dress. Just like you just said, Marlon Wayans. Didn't he just do the six tuplet thing and he was the mom
And the
and the
sister,
sister? The
yes,
sister was overly ghetto. You see what I'm saying? The
yes.
mom was, oh
Don't
my
get me
God.
don't,
That's my
don't get me
point.
started.
So
Don't get me
that's my
started on
point.
Marlon. I'm
And
gonna leave
that's why
Marlon
he felt
alone.
like,
This
and
I ain't
that's
gonna.
why
script,
he felt like it was
the
silly
script
for people to keep
was
saying this
terrible.
in the black
Of
community,
course he
like
gonna
The
defend it.
script
Of course he gonna defend
because that's
was,
his
it.
yeah,
bread. He's a white chick. Like,
because he
Right?
made a
Like why
bad
wouldn't he
movie.
defend
Because he made a bad movie.
it? Exactly.
That movie was terrible. The
it
story,
did hella numbers on Netflix. It's not. It can't be that bad.
Did it?
It,
it's a lot of bad movies on Netflix. What you kind of drugs you on?
it's not that. I'm saying it's not a lot of bad ones on there, but it's not going to stay in the top ranks for weeks at a time if no one or the
For
majority think
watching
that
that
it's
shit?
bad.
Hold on, time out.
That's
I'm gonna tell you something.
crazy.
When that movie came out on Netflix, it was like the top 10 in them top 10 views. You know how it goes for a couple
And
weeks.
I'll tell you what.
But see,
So
see,
like if it's
that's kind of
bad,
what
people are
Maddox's
gonna
saying
watch
though.
it
But
on day
see,
one and they'll go talking about it. Like social media
that's
is
that's
the
the
promo
problem,
and the
man.
review. So if everyone's saying it's bad, no one else is gonna run back on week two and look at it again.
Some people watch the movie because you say it's bad. Somebody, look, how
Yeah,
bad
that's
can it be? How
true.
bad can it be? Now look, I'm gonna give you that six tuplet thing for you. I'm glad it's a great example. My 3-year-old son liked to laugh at the one named Russell, the fat guy, right? He liked to,
With the high white.
so when she want to keep him calm, she'll put that on
Uh-huh.
just so he can laugh at Russell and sit in one spot.
Oh, that's a shame.
So she the adults ain't even watching the movie. Sometimes the movie becomes a distraction for a child.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, and they think, oh, it's a good movie. Look at it in the top 5. No,
Mm-hmm.
my son then watched it 300 times while she go downstairs and cook something or sweep something.
I guess the only people who with a brain that can really enjoy this are 3-year-olds, or you got to be high out your mind. Like
That's 300 streams from my house alone. Just so 3-year-old distracted.
Harley, you owe him some money.
So who's to say? Listen, and look, for instance, like Seinfeld, right? She'll watch Seinfeld to fall asleep. So it's steady streaming to fall asleep because she says the show is so boring.
Oh,
So she use Seinfeld to fall asleep.
damn.
You see what I'm saying? So it's getting all these streams, and she ain't even conscious watching it. So of course it gets something like that. If somebody just playing it and and not even looking at it, shit, and put the damn Netflix on, let it continue. Don't ask me the question no more. Just let the shit roll.
Jeez, Mrs. M, you're watching Seinfeld to go to sleep. What about some smooth jazz, dear? That's what I turn on.
It might soothe her soul, but it don't bore her like Because I ain't gonna lie. What up, bro? Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. It definitely be some TV joints I'll be putting on because I know I'm gonna
Thank
fall
you
asleep on YouTube.
very
I ain't
much.
gonna.
Or,
I
or,
ain't gonna hold you
or and I guarantee it was something that you watched it because it kept your kid quiet,
for sure.
and you let that bump.
For sure. For sure.
All of a sudden, oh, it's very popular. Everybody's watching. Well, they're keeping the kids over there in the corner with this shit.
That's true.
Come
That's
on,
That's
true.
funny.
don't let that.
Plus, people are followers anyway. Like when you got certain names attached to stuff, like kind of what Mag was saying earlier. Sometimes the biases lead people to go ahead and go watch it too. Like, oh, because people really think Marlon is funny, so people will be like, oh, well, yeah, well, Marlon did it, so it gotta be funny, gotta be enjoyable, so forth and so on. And they go ahead and they watch it. Like people was watching his show, like that show he had. That
That show
also
was funny
wasn't
as
that
shit.
funny. That wasn't that funny to me,
What
man.
is wrong with
What
y'all?
show
I
is
But
guess it's easy. I know
this?
it's easier shit to make me laugh, but
What show is
damn,
this?
the Marlon show. It was he had a series. It
What's the
was
yeah,
name?
like
he had a
it had
series.
like 2 series. It was just called Marlon.
Yeah,
Oh, I ain't never seen one episode. I didn't know they existed.
yeah.
Pull it up. Watch
So
it. It's gonna be
Put
hilarious.
it up.
and 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 people got two different
Right?
senses of
You ain't
humor
like
too.
Marlon?
It
I
was
never.
alright.
So inside of
Like
there in the
I'm not
comments, you
gonna say
ain't
it
like
was
Marlon?
bad. It just wasn't that funny to me. Like it wasn't something I got to be faithful to. Like if the wife was already playing it, then I'll watch it. But it's not something I'm gonna be like, yo,
What are
sit
y'all
there and put
watching? Cause
Marlon on.
y'all fucking tough
Tell you,
crowd. What are y'all
when my
watching?
old lady be watching shit, I leave the room because she like watching shit like Golden Girls 227, and she younger than me. So
There's
girl,
no place like home.
I gotta go. I can't watch it. I'm a true
I
crime.
mean, no place,
I'm a
child.
true crime type of dude. I'm a Chicago PD law. I'm that type of dude. In sports, that's my thing.
Oh God, murder and essay in
Yeah,
sports is.
me all day.
Oh, I
I
know what it
I
is.
love crimes. It's funny
Mm-mm.
at the podcast when they start talking about true crimes. I said, why ain't I doing a true crimes podcast? I love true
Law
crimes.
and Order will make you scared to go outside.
No. I'm gonna miss something on camera
Crazy,
that people will.
right?
I'm infatuated with serial killers. I don't know why. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
why. I
Maybe
watch
that's a
serial
warning.
killers
Run, Mrs. Hill.
and tap into that brain.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little twisted, a little bit. I can tell. I mean, I'm open to admitting that because who wants to sit down with serial killers and see what's going on in their brain? And I don't want,
Women,
and I don't want security.
women.
I want to sit down with
She.
one.
So you
With a,
saw the Dahmer series?
yeah, I saw that. I saw that. I watched that 3 times. I,
One time was good enough for me.
3 times is
you know
wow.
why?
What is
You
wrong
know
with
why?
you?
No.
No, I fast forward certain shit, but I fast.
Say nuts. I know what
See,
you.
we already
Yeah,
got what he meant.
but
I ain't even watched the joint and I know what he meant.
yeah, but you know what I'm saying. I'm like, how did I'm like, how did like you get that twisted from your parents? I'm like, I felt like I was missing something. Like, what am I missing here?
hmm
So
You
that's why
really trying to figure it out, huh?
I told you to get into the mind of serial killer. Like I watch Son of Sam, all them dudes. I be trying to figure that shit out, man. I got the Time Life book of serial killers. I got that. I read that. Yeah, I be trying to figure out what's going on. I know almost every serial killer there is to date.
It's a little spooky,
Yeah,
but all right.
It is.
it's
Yeah, I'm a little quiet, you know.
It's a little spooky. Right.
who,
Right. And
who I've been
it's like
hanging
Ruckus
with?
is like, I
Who
don't
have
know
I
what
been
to say.
hanging with all
I
these
don't
years?
want
What
I don't
the
want to end up
fuck?
in a box. I don't know what I don't want to
I,
talk to more crazy.
I never made it out the basement. Oh my
listen.
god.
I went over there to go record. Next thing you know.
Ha, ha, ha.
Now look, you know, men usually think they don't feel, but I'm gonna feel on this one. I feel as though I should have been a therapist for these serial killers because I be intrigued. Like what would make you do that? What will push you to that level? Something that small triggered you? It gotta be a little more.
Hmm.
Like I want to go fishing. I want to go fishing, man, because I'm like, you know what I'm saying?
My kid's right next.
Shout
I
out
thought he was flicking a
to everybody
lighter.
tapping in, man. Shout out to everybody tapping in. Share this joint too while y'all tapping in.
Thank y'all
Oh yeah,
Appreciate y'all.
for joining. Yes, sir.
but
Look at the
y'all feel
professional.
what I'm saying because
Listen, you know,
like you
gotta be positive. Gotta be positive.
know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like when they put that true crime shit up, man. Bell went off. I said, what the fuck? I said, nigga, you know everything about everybody that's twisted.
And guess what? There's a Netflix show about that. Someone's doing a true crime podcast.
I'm gonna do it. I'm
You
gonna
should.
do it. I'm
You
gonna do
should.
it because I got the knowledge. It's not too many. It's not too many killers I don't know about. Even on the streets, it's not a lot of killers I don't know about.
My
Even
my
female
my sister used to do a joint on YouTube where like I think it was like 2 maybe 3 minutes max. She would drop like one of those unsolved cases or one of those true crime type joints and like give you just like the bare bones about it.
yeah.
So
But how I
we
want to
could do
do it,
something
I
like
want
that.
to unsolved. I want to do solved crimes. Because you know why? Because I want to break down. Because I could again. What were you thinking when you did this? You know what I'm talking about? I want to solve crime so that way nobody can say, "Oh, it's incriminating shit going on here." No, I want the
Some
shit
people just snap.
exposed already.
Some people just snap.
Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? See,
JB, what up, bro?
out of all three of us right here, I think that somebody. I think it's a better chance of Brown killing somebody before even me and you.
Why? Because Brown gonna snap. He be too
Right.
cool.
Right.
He
Because
be too
why?
cool.
Because
He got too much. He got too much under that
It's not the first time
exterior.
I've heard that either.
he's more sensitive than both of us.
That's a fact.
Not the first
So,
time I've heard that.
so why? Why would you do that? She got a knife out of nowhere. Where did he
Like,
pull that knife
you
from?
know what? I've had enough of this bullshit.
Where did he
Fuck
get
it.
that knife from that fast?
Yeah, he gonna have a cunning way to do it too. He definitely will. He's once he go off his lid, his joint ain't gonna be no ordinary joint.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's
I'm gonna get
Mixed
you,
up some
bro.
stuff,
funny.
dropped it in there.
He
I see
stabbed
you.
the guy
Next thing you know, people
20
just start falling out. Body at the body.
Dahmer did have the glasses.
He'll, he'll be the guy sitting on the step waiting for the police to say, he's in there.
They're in there.
And
They
look,
definitely ain't
hand him the knife.
gonna suspect it.
shaking like a little chump and handing a knife. Take it away,
Uh-huh.
please. Thank you, sir.
It's good to know what y'all think of
Yeah,
me.
to your
Could
face.
get away with it, Brown. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you. You could definitely get away with murder. I can see
Oh
it.
Because
Lord.
they gonna
Mm-mm-mm.
let him go because they're gonna say he's a big cuddly teddy bear. They gonna let him go. He gonna be in
Yeah.
there for the year before
He
he go
gonna
to
beat the case.
See, this is
He gonna beat the case,
exactly.
Russ.
Thank you,
He gonna beat the
Zilla.
case.
yeah.
This is why I hold my reputation very valuable and at high standards, and I make it a point
As you
to let
should.
people know I'm a good person
And see
above all.
now Rhea and I we be under the prison.
What?
He did it.
What?
He did it.
I
It's the
always
one with
knew
the
he was that
braids.
type. Always knew.
They ain't heard. The prosecution ain't said a word. Soon as we walk in the courtroom with the shackles, he did it. He's going to prison. And we light skinned. All right, we going to jail.
How
Roof.
could you light skin?
We're going to prison because they already.
Prison.
Oh
Prison.
God.
Not even jail. Straight to prison.
There's two dark skinned dudes on that trial. We going to prison for sure.
We getting
Like we getting a
roofed.
trial and sentencing all in one day.
Like my
We
baby.
saw those pictures of him with headphones on. You never know what he's listening to in there.
It's killer music.
Man, we
Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies.
Yep. Yep.
no, no lie, bro.
They look at my Spotify playlist. It's over.
I believe that you. I believe that you. I believe that you the what's the name? You the Chainsaw Massacre of the crew. I believe it.
I don't own a chainsaw. I own a leaf blower and a shovel.
I know those serial guys.
There it is.
I
He's sitting there
do
blowing the
own a
leaves over the
shovel.
dead body. Just sitting there
Nothing to see here.
thinking,
Morning,
hey,
neighbor.
neighbor.
You got it.
Hey, see,
Whole time he blowing away DNA off the
I'm so
scene.
not a killer,
so after
people. I'm so not a killer.
he let
Make love,
Yes.
not war.
he a line,
Yes. He's not a killer now.
he a line you up, bro.
He tried.
Look at him. You see all that steam on his glasses?
Shut up.
He trying to hide the window to the soul. He put steam on his glasses.
Oh God, you are crazy.
But that's on Brown. My apologies. I took a detour.
It's fine. So my thing is this: take the men as serious as y'all take the women. That was my whole point and my takeaway from it. Take the men just as serious as you take the women who come forward with their stories.
For sure.
Hmm.
Which is
Yeah.
don't believe nobody until you get enough evidence.
I can go.
That's where I stand on it. No matter who it is, male, female, wait for some stuff to come out before you decide to be 10 toes on either side. Whether you thought it happened to them, whether you thought it didn't, just wait and see what happens on either side. I believe that for the men. I believe that for the women. But I am 100% with Brown. You got to take them both equally seriously. This whole thing about believe all women, fuck that. No. We keep seeing more and more lies come out. Even this year, we keep seeing popular lies, like popular situations where people are, oh my God, so forth and so on. And just a couple of days later, you find out the motherfucking lie. You got Shorty who went to jail, Carly. She in jail now because that bullshit she made up. You got Brick Face.
Who in
She
jail?
right now fighting a felony. I can't remember her last name. Carly. Why can I not remember her last name? I want to say it's Russell. There we go. Carly Russell, the girl who lied and said she got kidnapped because the baby was in the road.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. You got that situation. She's sitting there serving a sentence now. Brickface fighting a felony.
Who was
The one that
Brickface?
she lied.
You don't remember the one that told people that was out there with the camera, I got hit with a brick and all these men were here and nobody did.
Oh wow. See, you really do the research. I don't even get to know these people's names. I just remember the story.
Her
Once you tell me.
name, I can't remember her last name either. Her first name I know is Rhoda. I can't
Oh, but you
remember
just
her
called her
last name.
Brickface because she looked like.
Yeah, I called her Brickface because that's what she said. Got hit in the face with a brick. I wouldn't call nobody that if I thought it was real. I'll be honest. I wouldn't call nobody that if I thought it was real. But once I started to see more holes in the story, I'm like, dang. Because I ain't gonna lie to you. I initially believed it happened because there wasn't people saying otherwise. But the more that you looked into the story, the bigger the holes got. You know what I'm saying? You got hit in the face with a brick and no structural damage to your face.
That's why I didn't believe it. I said,
It wasn't no cuts. It was just that your face swole up. That's
Hard ass
all.
face.
Have you ever got hit?
Then you got the reports that didn't come out, the follow ups that didn't happen. She's changed her story later on to say that it was an Uber driver. Like there's a bunch of different stuff that came out, and then you had her past where she finessed people in other stories where she said she was either harassed or racially profiled, and then these GoFundMe's come up behind what she got going on. Same thing happened with this situation. GoFundMe come up. So right now she fighting a felony for theft.
Have you? Let me ask you a question. Have you either of you ever have y'all ever been hit with a brick?
Hell no. Hope not ever.
Nah, not hit my face. I've had them thrown at me, but I ain't never got hit with one.
I've been hit with a brick, and I'm gonna tell you what. When I got hit with that brick, I got hit when I fell on my back, my feet was trying to get up, but the rest of my body couldn't do it. There was no way that I could. It was like no matter how much my mind told my feet to stand, I could not stand. I'm like, that's how I didn't believe it. I said, you got hit with a brick. I've been hit with a brick before. You cannot getting up. If somebody if with your head to look like that, you not getting up. There's no way to get up. You're done. Come on, I'm like, I
Yeah,
know
it just didn't make sense. Like you go live about it, not like I'm gonna call the ambulance and the police, which
Yeah,
would be
yeah,
the immediate thing. And
yeah.
then when you go back and you played her live video where she was sitting there pointing to all these people who was there, you heard a girl say who was standing next to these guys, we wasn't even here.
see. That's my thing. Because I'm like, I'm just
That's
saying,
what I'm saying. The more you looked at it, the worse it got.
as a person,
Wow.
So you had a
bro,
bunch of women, coming at men. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's how men treat us because they never believe it, because they don't have to deal with what we have to deal with, and it don't happen to them, and da 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 da. And it's like, all right, I get where y'all coming from, but it's nothing wrong with saying, hey, I'm gonna give it a little bit before I
right.
decide which side I'm gonna stand on. There's nothing ever wrong with that. Even when these dudes, if a dude, even like I said, even the Terry Crews situation where he said a dude molested him, right? Deciding that you don't want to believe that 100%, or that you
Why
do
is this
believe
funny?
it, but you don't want to, you know what I mean? But you're gonna wait to see if anything else
Mm,
happens. Like Russell Simmons was accused of things. You know what I'm saying? So like all these different things that happen, just be like, all right, I'm gonna let it before I give any type of opinion to any type of public forum or put my 10 toes down behind a person. I'm gonna
mm.
chill. I'm gonna just wait.
That little
Nothing
elf
wrong
left the
with
country.
that.
He said, I'm not getting slung with this mud. I'm leaving the
Because
country.
he
Russell's
behind, he
like,
got some nasty work behind him too.
mm,
He
But
said,
like the whole thing that when sexual assault happens to men, it's a joke. It's a joke.
mm-hmm,
Name I could prove it. I could prove it. Like Kat said, I remember he was saying, oh, rape isn't funny no matter what it happens, no matter who it happens to. Yes, it is. When it happens to men, it's funny as hell to people.
yeah,
You have that scene where even that scene, even though he wasn't raped, but where he had to say, I am a boy, sir. Like, you
mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? That nobody's laughing at that if that's a woman.
I gotta bleep a lot of
But people
these words out.
laughed at that.
Yeah, we will.
You know what I'm
Guilty.
saying?
Bleep a lot
People
of these
laughed at that.
sensitive words
People
out.
laughed at that situation.
Mm,
You got to go back watch that trash ass Coming to America too. Leslie Jones her character drugged Hakeem
ah,
to get that baby.